get smacked in the face. Neck get the snap and your back get the brace. I don't
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams. I'm joined by the head trainer of the WWN Training Center, Francisco Chiazzo. And this is WWN Proving Ground.
You know, Trevin, it's great to be back here. Proving Ground, WWN, standing next to you and all these great fans. But I have to tell you, I'm extremely excited about this opening contest. You know I'm a wrestling purist. Ariel Dominguez representing ACW and representing 01 USA, Joey O'Reilly. Now this match is going to be a barn burner. Two consummate professionals going at it. My pick, Ariel Dominguez. Now I'd be remiss if I didn't be a little biased. In this next match, of course, we drove backstage with two Jakes, Jake Logan and Jake Sterling. Will be going at it head to head. From what I watched a couple weeks ago, these two guys, I'm not sure if this ring or this building is going to be able to hold these two. And again, I'm a little biased. I'm going to go with Jake Sterling on this one too.
And that's not all, ladies and gentlemen, our main event. It is time to crown a new #1 contender for the Women's Championship of American Combat Wrestling. How about this? We've got Rahne Victoria coming from 01 USA. How about this? I'll take you one further. Sofi, Castillo, and of course, Allie, Recks. 3 women facing off for #1 contendership. But you know what? Let's waste no more time. Let's get to the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is an ACW Open Season match. Introducing first,
1-1.
introducing next, making his ACW debut, representing 01 USA, fighting out of Belfast, Northern Ireland, weighing in at 179 pounds, representing the Lowlives, Joey O'Reilly!
Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams. I am joined by the head trainer of the WWN Training Center, Francisco Chiazzo. And this is WWN Proving Ground, getting things started tonight here. You already said it, kick off the show, Frankie. It's the ACW Open Season Showcase. The concept is, within ACW, one of our brands in the World Wrestling Network. Well, basically put out, well, there's the name of the price, Open Season. Come one, come all. And in this case, it was 01 USA stepping up and sending in a heck of an athlete in Joey O'Reilly.
You know, Trevor, we talked about it. I'm a wrestling purist, and you don't get any more pure than Ariel Dominguez. And I've watched this Joey O'Reilly at 01 USA over the last couple of months, and I'm telling you, he's rose in the ranks really, really quick. This is one's gonna go down to the wire.
Well, that's it. And I'm going to tell you right now, right as we're airing this, get you not. We got a junior tournament going on at 01 USA. It's November the 14th. Info on that is on 01USA.com. Oh, look at this. See Dominguez immediately going right after the leg. Well documented the amateur wrestling background of Ariel Dominguez.
The last thing Joey O'Reilly wants now is for Ariel Dominguez to tie him in a knot. That's the last thing he wants. He needs to keep both feet on the ground.
Well, and that's the thing. And so you got to ask yourself, is O'Reilly is in his mind. Is he thinking about this junior heavyweight championship? Is he thinking about, you know, perhaps what could be gold in his future, or is he thinking about, of course, a former national champion in the sport of amateur wrestling here?
There's a lot of things going through his mind right now, but the one thing that should be going through his mind is pinning Ariel Dominguez's shoulders to that mat. That should be the only thing going through his mind right now.
Of course, Dominguez been making towns, as your good friend Larry Dallas says. When's the last time you thought you'd get a shout out for Larry Dallas? How about that?
Good friend, Larry Dallas.
But kidding aside, no kidding, you've seen Ariel Dominguez in NXT. You've seen him in AEW recently on AEW Dark. And of course, tonight, here at his home in the World Wrestling Network, going for the pin. 2 count only. I was about to say he keeps getting better, training right now actually under Devon Dudley. Just, again, Francisco, oh wait, pin again? No. Dominguez was good to start with. He just keeps getting, not even 3 years in the sport yet.
Trevin, Ariel Dominguez can beat you in any way, shape, or form. He can beat you from 10 different ways from Sunday. Look, he almost beat me again.
I was about to say, again, the pinfall, and you can see right now O'Reilly being smart, trying to get to the ropes. He knows if Dominguez goes submission, that's going to be all she wrote.
It absolutely will be all she wrote. In fact, the matter is, Ariel Dominguez is well-versed in the mat game, as you can see.
Hey, pinfall again.
He knows he's in trouble, and he outweighs Ariel Dominguez by at least 40 pounds.
But look at Dominguez rolling through, really smart there. Bit of a gator roll's got him in the center of the ring, but this time it's Joey O'Reilly getting to escape, heading to the floor here.
I'm extremely impressed that you called that a gator roll. That is fantastic, Trevor. I absolutely love you.
I watch a lot of Animal Planet.
You definitely did watch a lot of Francisco Piazza.
Hey, kidding aside, how nice is it to be in the broadcast booth with someone who's actually a professional, with someone who's not being obnoxious, not constantly insulting me? This is going to be a fun night on WWN Proving Ground.
It's going to be absolutely a blast. Anytime I get to sit next to you and do any kind of work with you, it's one of my favorite nights of the month.
Here's Dominguez again, rolling through the lariat attempt by O'Reilly, but O'Reilly powering Dominguez into the corner. And again, catching the arm this time of Dominguez, and O'Reilly now taking control. You're seeing that hybrid athlete, what a knee.
And that right there is what Ariel Dominguez does not want. Because Joey O'Reilly outweighs him by at least 40 pounds, he will be able to knock him out 7 ways a Sunday, Trevor.
And we've seen for years now O'Reilly toil here all throughout the independents. Heck, he's been how many times on Evolve Wrestling bonus cards? Wait, backdrop there to Dominguez, but bottom line is, this is a Joey O'Reilly at the top of his game, hits the senton. What do we got here? Beautiful pinfall. No, 2 count only.
You see, Trevor, as pretty as that was, that took an awful lot of time. He should really just stick to the basics and stick to trying to beat Ariel Dominguez as quickly as possible. The longer this goes, the worse for wear Joey O'Reilly's going to be.
And it's almost like he heard you, because he goes from doing a handstand into a moonsault to just going old school with, you know what, I'm just going to kick your face, I'm going to rip your eyes, I'm going to use that 5 count, I'm going to slow you down, kid.
And that's what he's doing. That's what he's got to do. He's got to stay him. He's got to lean on him. He's got to hit him hard, and he's got to get rid of him quick.
Dominguez now could be out on his feet, hit with that right hand there from Joey O'Reilly. I mentioned it already, getting a big opportunity at the Junior Heavyweight Championship at 01 USA. Heck of a prestigious promotion, Francisco.
That's a pretty big deal. I mean, you and I both know we've done a lot of big deal type things over the last couple of years, but that's a really big deal for someone at his age and this stage in his career.
You see, Dominguez is trying to hold on to the feet, because think about it, if he can get O'Reilly onto the mat, he can take control, but instead, Small, the back getting a boot there, all the weight of O'Reilly.
That's exactly what I talked about earlier. I mean, facts are facts. Weight is weight, numbers are numbers. 40 pounds is a really big deal when you're in that ring with somebody.
Oh, 100%. Again, O'Reilly just chiseled out of stone right now when it comes to the definition and the muscle in there. It doesn't have the big, heavy muscle. What it is it's literally lean muscle. And you can see
these guys are athletes, Trevin. They're absolutely athletes.
And that's it. You're seeing him put it all into his offense, all in full effect here, and Dominguez is in a lot of trouble. You got to think what a slam this time by O'Reilly. You know, Dominguez on a bit of a winning streak here in American Combat Wrestling, but when it comes to WWN in general, had a great showing at the debut of Grindhouse Ground Zero about a month and a half ago, finding himself again on the Grindhouse. In fact, it'll be broadcast right after this event is on both the official WWN YouTube and Facebook. It'll be Grindhouse on Club WWN. Wait, Dominguez dropped toe hold there.
So Trevor, that's exactly what I talked about earlier. He took time to try to disrespect Ariel Dominguez instead of just going for that win.
But caught with that leg lariat. Dominguez in trouble here. Pinfall. That was close, but somehow Dominguez able to push Joey O'Reilly off. Maybe push is a bit of an exaggeration.
This kid doesn't have any quit in him. Ariel Dominguez is a fighter. He's been a fighter his whole life. I know a lot about Ariel Dominguez. I've trained with him. I've traveled with him. This kid is not going to give up.
Dominguez now finding himself on his back, not where he wants to be. As O'Reilly basically dissecting him in the center of the ring here. And it's usually Dominguez tying people up like a pretzel, but instead here...
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this, Trevor.
Yeah,
this might be the end. He's got him in the middle of the ring. There's no ropes. There's nowhere to go.
The beautiful application of the Texas Cloverleaf. Like you said, we are in the center of the ring here. Dominguez is struggling with all of his might, but as strong as he is, I gotta say, O'Reilly's just that much stronger right now.
That's where that weight comes in, Trevor. That's where that 40 pounds comes in. In my opinion, he should have kept that hold on. I think that was a mistake.
No, you might be right there. It looked like O'Reilly decided he was gonna go for something else, but giving Dominguez the time, and you see Dominguez kicking him off, but definitely showing the effects of what's went down so far.
Absolutely. Dominguez is popping right up to his feet.
But now the forearm again from O'Reilly, not slowing down here, continuing that offense. Reversal by Dominguez. Beautiful helicopter into that uppercut. Dominguez is up on his feet, but O'Reilly already had an answer, as did Ariel.
Look at the bridge on that. Look at the bridge on that. He still has the wherewithal. Look at him.
Yeah, second German suplex, not letting go here. Joey O'Reilly's doing everything he can to try to stop him, able to finally escape, but look at this, Dominguez hits the third, release German this time.
One of those alone is enough to put somebody away.
Yeah, but the question is, what shape is Dominguez in? Can he capitalize here? Notice O'Reilly maybe used the ropes, but got to his feet first. Dominguez pushed over. Big boot, though, catching O'Reilly. Dominguez heading to the top. You don't see him fly off him, but when he does, Hurricane Rahne, are you kidding me?
I did that back in 61.
61. You might have me if you said 91, but... Now Dominguez sizes him up for something, sweeps the leg. But again, I think Dominguez is finding himself just... I think his faculties maybe knocked a little loopy. I think a DDT hits it.
This could be it, Trevor. This could absolutely be it. If he could hook that leg and get him deep.
He's gonna have to. Pinfall. No. Credit to Joey O'Reilly. Just gets the shoulder up. And you got to ask yourself, in the perspective of the date of November 14th, is this going to be the day that Joey O'Reilly becomes both a junior heavyweight champion as well as defeats Ariel Dominguez, who's getting ready for a tag team match at Grindhouse, tagging up with Sean Maluta, taking on besties in the world. Beautiful Samoan drop.
See, he should have went for the cover right there. He should have went for that cover, Trevor.
Wow, beautiful. Wait, caught. The shooting star.
Right, I was talking about, I told you.
Here's our
One for all.
winner,
One and all.
Big win for Ariel Dominguez, but you just heard it. And you know what? I keep mentioning this, but I mean it. I think Joey O'Reilly is thinking about 0-1 USA, and I think he found himself in a position where, you know what, you're called to submission, you're probably not going to escape, so why hold on, why struggle, why potentially have damage done? Instead, his night so they can potentially continue to go on. And of course, Dominguez hoping to get a tag team victory at the Grindhouse once again.
Tonight I had my grand debut for ACW, but didn't quite go as expected. Did I tap out? Yeah, I did. I tapped out before he even had the hold in position, but that's okay because I have a big tournament coming up. You see, by the time this airs, I will be sitting as your current 0-1 junior heavyweight champion. So, you see, I did it for a reason. I had a reason for what I did. If you people can understand that, that's your problem.
The following contest is a WWN Proving Ground rematch scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
don't like me.
From Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the youngest NWA national champion in history.
I'm Jake
Logan!
So Francisco, you said it as we started off the hour here at WWN Proving Ground just a few short weeks ago, and man, the battle of Jake Logan, Jake Sterling, they fought so hard, they got themselves countered up, they didn't even stop battling. They had no idea what was going on with the count. They were just literally beating each other pillar to post. Two big moves so well matched up.
We like to call it good old-fashioned West Texas hoss fight.
And his opponent, Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the pandemic of pro wrestling, Jake Sterling!
Of course, Francisco Giotto, Jake Sterling, a young man you have to be incredibly proud of. We have seen in such a short period of time in this rookie's career, really since virtually graduating from the WWN Training Center, so many impressive showings both here in the Proving Ground, heck, in his iPay-per-view debut on WWNLive.com, defeating August Artois, another student that perhaps for different reasons you're proud of. A little bit of an attitude there, but in this case, just a pure athlete, Jake Sterling.
Look at the intensity on his face.
I'm Jake Logan.
But to your point, Trevor, I'm extremely proud of this kid. He's a consummate athlete, one of the strongest kids I've ever been in the ring with.
Yeah, but what you're seeing right now is how strong Jake Logan is here in a clean break as well. Okay, I stand corrected, and I'm not surprised from the perspective of, again, I think this is a case of both guys. Oh, look at that drop kick, not able to connect there. Logan showing the experience, rolling through. Catching Sterling there really probably stopped the belly-to-belly from happening. Overhead.
These guys are each 6'2", 6'3", 270 pounds each. Look at the way they move.
Lariat there from Jake Sterling, and you just said it. I really think this is a case of two hosses going out. And honestly, this is reminiscent of a few years ago in FIP, Full Impact Pro. We used to have a Haas division. These are two men that would absolutely be in that Haas division.
I think they would have cleaned up that Haas division, to be honest with you.
No, you're spot on, and I think the only thing Jake Sterling's missing at this point is experience. Of course, in the case of Jake Logan, he's got a ton of experience. Heck, he started wrestling in 2010. He was only 17 years old.
I don't know a lot of people know, but his father runs one of the biggest professional wrestling organizations in Texas and has for about the last 20 years.
I didn't know that.
I even taught you something today.
Now, unfortunately for Logan's back, I was about to say he may have learned the hard way what the ring feels like, what the apron feels like, but instead Logan just back to life, and right now Jake Sterling going head first multiple times into the VIP section.
I'm sure that camera girl right there is what you signed up for.
Here's Jake Logan now catching Jake Sterling.
Listen to those shots. This is the kind of thing, Trevin, that separates the men from the boys. You're talking about, again, we'll talk about how big these guys are and how hard they're hitting each other. This definitely separates the men from the boys.
And you see the forearms here from Jake Logan. What a shot! Good God! The running knee as well. Sterling could be out.
He absolutely could be. Shades of Jake Sterling himself.
Nonchalant pin. Well, it's not even a pin, it's a choke here. Finally, senior official Lee Canfield realizes what's going on. But of course, you notice Jake Logan takes every second of that 5 count.
Absolutely he does. He's been in this business a long time. He knows those shortcuts, and he knows how to use them to his advantage.
How about Sterling now fighting back, going for the midsection, but again, agility on display of Jake Logan. That high leg lariat, I don't even know how he got up there, Francisco. Wait, pinfall. 2 count on.
You gotta hook the leg on him. You gotta hook the leg, Trevor. You're not gonna get a pin on Jake Sterling like that without hooking the leg.
What a kick there this time. The thing is, Jake Logan, what an elbow. I think the more angry he gets, the more dangerous he becomes.
Shades of gray with a hammer. Valentine dropping that big elbow hammer. 270 pounds at the hoof.
And another elbow from Logan. Sterling's in trouble. Pinfall. Somehow, Sterling kicks out. You see frustration on the face of Jake Logan. And he's incredibly proud as Jake Logan about the fact that he is the youngest NWA national champion in history. You got to think it's only a matter of time before he wears championship gold here with somewhere within the World Wrestling Network.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened as of yet.
Beautiful suplex here. Logan rolls through to the pin. 2.5. And if there's anybody that may have actually written that textbook, it would be you, Francisco Chiazzo. But again, Jake Logan there losing a bit of composure.
Again, that's going to show as time goes on. That's going to show, again, we talk about separating the men from the boys. The guys that can keep their composure will get hit hard like this. Jake Sterling is that guy. He's going to be able to keep his composure. He's smart. He knows the business. He knows the industry. Just like Jake Logan, he's been in the industry since he was 15 years old. Started out as a referee many moons ago. He knows what he's doing in that ring.
And right now you can see here Sterling looked like the lights might have been going out, but somehow getting to his feet, trying to fight off the massive Jake Logan. And he's just every time you think Sterling might be coming back, Logan takes control again. Wait, pop up into one heck of a, basically it was a right hand there by Sterling.
I don't know how Logan is out, but he's got to be out on his feet.
Not slowing down. What do we got here? You're kidding me. 2 knees, Meteora style from Logan pin. And somehow Jake Sterling kicks out.
As much as I know Jake Sterling and I've coached him over the last 14 and a half months, I don't know how he kicked out of that tournament.
And I'll tell you, I have no clue how Logan was not only able to escape, but able to get those 2 knees right into the face of Sterling. What agility on display again. And just the beating here, it's a mugging in the corner. Logan taking Sterling to...
Look at the pain. Look at the pain etched on Jake Sterling's face.
And you saw the force in which he hit that corner as well, the damage that's been done to the back. Francisco, you've been in many battles in your career. You fought some big, strong men, and you're a strong man yourself. At what point does your back start to give out? At what point does all the muscle you have to carry around if you're Jake Sterling go down because of the beating you're taking from Jake Logan?
Every breath you take, every big mistake on Jake Logan's part. He took way too much time, and Jake Sterling's not just going to sit there and wait for this big hoss to come flying in with a cannonball. He had the wherewithal, and he's playing possum. I'm telling you, I know this kid like the back of my hand. I did a little training with him. I think I know him a little bit.
And that's it. I think that is the difference between these two guys. There's not a lot of the proverbial tape to look at on a Jake Sterling. You've been able to see some impressive showings here within WWN, but if you're Jake Logan, you've only been able to scout so much. Now, of course, the fact that these two faced off, you learned a little bit. Ooh, what a forearm from Logan. But you got to think both are learning a lot about the other. Forearm this time from Sterling.
Listen to those shots, Trevor. Listen to those shots that these guys are giving each other.
Belly to belly. Strength of Jake Sterling on display, and I am blown away right now.
But again, biased or not, he should have went for the cover. Absolutely should have went for the cover.
Oh, 100%. And why is Jake Sterling heading to the top rope?
I don't know.
Now, you're known for your high-flying action, but I get the feeling there's not a lot of this in WWE. Oh! Just went for a swanton, and it was a beautiful execution. The problem was there was no Jake Logan for the landing.
Shades of the flying cannoli, just like his coach.
Wait, beautiful lion salt there. Pinfall. Good God.
It doesn't get any closer.
You said it. 2.999.
9-9.
Lee Canfield, the man with the eyes on the pin, and the whole building, there was a collective gasp. You truly believed that was it, but somehow here, in fact, Jake Logan.
You said it earlier, he's getting beside himself. He's getting in his own head. Look what he's doing here.
Yeah,
he's not shooting on the referee.
I think he just tried to hit the official, but instead,
Caught! He hit the knee.
The knee by Sterling, pinfall. Jake Sterling wins.
Here's your
2 for 0.
winner, Jake Sterling!
What a win for Jake Sterling here at the Proving Ground. You gotta think sky's the limit for this young man, but he is heading towards that limit quickly in a good way here, Francisco.
Look at the arms of Jake Logan. I don't know if you noticed that. His arms are up. His arms are up Shannon Rose style. God rest his soul. He was knocked out, knocked for a loop. And I'm not really sure what Jake Sterling's doing here. I'm not really sure what he wants to be buddies with him or go for coffee at Starbucks. He won the match.
Hey, I think this is a case of respect here. You can see Jake Logan maybe not reciprocating. I mean, you've been in fights.
You don't have to hate everybody that you fight. I get it.
Exactly. Sometimes there's just that respect to grow from the fight. Look at this. Here we go.
Maybe. I mean, you gotta. Oh, come on! See that?
Francisco Chiazzo, I said it earlier in this matchup, but there's one thing that Jake Sterling is missing. It's experience, and I think he just got an experience, not the kind of lesson you want to learn the hard way.
Well, looks like tomorrow night at WWN Training Center, we're going to have a little conversation.
You will never mess with me again.
At least we know his name.
And this is definitely a case of, gotta ask yourself, with Jake Logan taking his eyes off Jake Sterling with his exasperation with the official. Obviously, it set himself up being caught by that knee, but you can see right now. It looks like Logan proud of the lesson he taught Jake Sterling there at the end of the matchup. And regardless of what the record books may say, you gotta think Sterling's gonna watch this back when he actually comes to his senses, and not gonna be a happy man.
He's not going to be happy at all, but unfortunately, those lessons are hard learned, Trevin.
And great getting to see products of the WWN Training Center. You get more information about the WWN Training Center at WWNlive.com.
Jake Logan, me and you went toe to toe tonight. We brought it. Quite possibly the most anticipated match of the night. And you gave me the fight of my life just like I knew you would. I have not stepped in the ring yet in my wrestling career with anyone of your caliber. And at the end, I ended up putting you down. I covered you for the pin, 1, 2, 3. Clean in the middle of the ring. And that could have been the end of it. But what the hell was that after the match? You decided to take a cheap shot on me. I thought this was over, but clearly it's not. So anytime, any place, let me know, and I'll step in the ring with you again and do exactly what I did tonight. Because I'm Jake Sterling, and my record at ACW speaks for itself.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If you ever intended to wrestle on national television, you had better be in Florida.
Hey everyone, Kai Douglas here, referee for World Wrestling Network. This is the World Wrestling Network Training Center, where we have a state-of-the-art facility where you can learn everything from your entrance to your in-ring.
Oh man, make it look as believable as possible, because that's our job.
1, 2, 4.
I can honestly say that I don't think there's another school in the country that that can prepare you not only for matches locally, but to be camera ready, to be production ready, to truly be ready for the big leagues.
He's gonna keep his hands up. Take one step back, keep your hands up.
You want to be the best? You're not going to be, because I am. You want to be trained by the best? You will if you come down to the WWN TC.
If you've ever had the dream of becoming a professional wrestler, stepping into this squared circle, WWNTC is the place for you. 14-month tuition covering every aspect of the professional wrestling industry. In the ring, out of the ring, personal training, nutrition, from wrist locks to wrist watches. Doesn't make a difference what you want to learn. Francisco Chiazzo, Tony Storm, WWN program is the place for you. See you soon.
Gentlemen, the following match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
Francisco Chiazzo is. You're never surprised to see some cockiness, especially in younger athletes. If we were just about to mention the WWN Training Center.
I like guys that are a little cocky and arrogant. I resemble that remark. I've gotten a little calm on my own age. But, I still like to see this kind of stuff.
I gotta give it to Wealth of Wrestling. They have definitely shown that in many cases they can back up that cockiness, but they've also occasionally shown some, I don't want to say weakness, that's a very strong word. We'll say youth and arrogance, similar to what we saw happen to Vince Sterling, is cost these guys a win or two. Oh, here's Robbie K.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Robbie K. And I represent world famous Daniel Lacey and the trust fund kid Blake Banks. Wealth of Wrestling. Another week here at ACW and another match that's not for the titles. Ridiculous. But look, we're professionals, we're competitors, so that's exactly what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna win as we always do. I mean, they gave us a guy that can't breathe and his buddy from middle school. Things are getting a little ridiculous here. But like I said, we're gonna win as we always do, because when you sign with Robbie K, you go all the way.
introducing their opponents.
We are the gifted.
They are the team consisting of Wheezy and Logan Cruz. They are the Gifted!
Now, Francisco, when you dig into the personalities of these two young men, the Gifted, you kind of a bit of a dichotomy when it comes to kind of how they are. You got Wheezy, of course, the whole, you know, every time I wonder, is that whole condition he has, that not a breathing condition, is that a problem? Is that actually a benefit in some ways for him? And of course, you know, Logan literally has been described as having hands of stone. This is a guy that is tough. Heck, both of these guys tough. They were trained by Jay Lethal. Now look at this. Their first match ever as a tag team was against Jay Lethal and David Berger. Can you imagine that?
Well, I mean, you're not going to get a better education, better PhD, for being in the ring with those two guys. But look at the opposite ends of the spectrum. Stamford, Connecticut, or wherever they're from. And then you got the kids, these kids here, they're probably from the inner streets of Tampa or the inner streets of somewhere. You're talking about two opposite ends of the spectrum, so I'm not really sure. You got the money of this cat here, JBZ,
Robbie K.
That's what I said.
Hey, actually, let me make a comment about that, because I'll tell you right now, as somebody who's had to be joined by Robbie K here on the Proving Ground, speaking of the word dichotomy, talk about a difference in personality and color analysis. It is so good getting to work with you, Francisco Chiazzo, instead of somebody like Robbie K.
Thank you, I appreciate that, Trevin. You're one of my favorite people. I'm the only guy that call you Big T.
And not be confused with Ahmed Johnson.
Used dichotomy twice. It's twice used dichotomy.
That means I went back to the well. Look at this. Blake Banks. A little cockiness there, catching Wheezy T.
I like that. I can't say I don't like that. I like that.
Lock up again. And how about this, Banks? Impressively there. Wrist control has the arm behind the back of Wheezy T. But I'll tell you right now, when you underestimate Wheezy T, you find out the hard way what he can do.
Look at the thing, a lot of people don't look at these things. I tend to watch everything from their footwork to their position, when they turn their hips into that headlock. Look at the way he's got his hip. Look at the way he's got his right arm back. He's got a lot of pressure on that neck and that spinal cord. And I've never seen a match end with a headlock, but if one was going to end, it'd end just like that.
Wheezy trying to power through. This time it's Wheezy T.
Gave it back to him.
Yeah, Blake Banks in some trouble here. Or maybe not, I don't know. Can't count on blank shitter. Maybe I can. Eric Rahne there into the corner. Daniel Lacey now tagged in. Pinfall. And I'll tell you though, Daniel Lacey, a young man with truly has got some God-given gifts when it comes to his athleticism, but caught there by Wheezy T. We're about to get to see Logan Cruz for the first time.
If these kids were smart, you see, that's where they're making a mistake. They should be quick tags, in and out, making this bigger guy run.
Yeah, look at this. Big splash there. Cruz, standing moonsault pinfall. And I'll tell you right now, if you asked yourself, if you've never gotten to see the Gifted before, and you said, what are these guys about? Why are we looking at them in WWN? This is a team that all over the state of Florida have been cutting their teeth. Heck, they faced off here in the Proving Ground over the summer. They faced the Rapture, our current ACW Tag Team Champions. Oh, beautiful. Arm drag holding on is Cruz. They faced that classic tag team. They faced the Culture. This is a team who really has been making waves throughout Florida and earned the opportunity now to make waves within the World Wrestling Network. Wealth of Wrestling's finding out the hard way.
And here they are, the Mecca here in Florida. It says it in the name, Proving Ground. You're going to prove yourself. This is the place to do it.
What a chop.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, wait. Oh. I was about to say Cruz able to not only escape, return fire. Lacey now attempts to lariat, but into the neck breaker. Beautiful counter by Cruz. Pinfall.
Really smart. Went straight for that cover. I like this kid a lot. I like both these teams.
Yeah.
Split down the middle, Trevin. Split down the middle.
Gifted right now. Cutting off the ring, and they are doing what you need to do in tag team wrestling. Beautiful elbow there. Working as a unit. I was about to say, is that a mistake here, the Gifted? I don't even know what they're doing. Pinfall. I almost let Daniel Lacey get to the tag, but Lacey, I think, was too out to do it. Now Blake Banks gets tagged in.
Mistakes like that can cost you a match.
Oh, here we go. Pinfall. Wheezy T. No. Hey, Blake Banks, trust fund kid. Banks now dumping out Wheezy T. And I'm telling you, man, Wealth of Wrestling, when they get going, they're really...
Come on, see, Trevor, see, this is the kind of thing right here, right there. That's the kind of thing that guys like Sean Davis have been teaching these young guys coming up, taking these shortcuts and things of that nature. I hate seeing that kind of stuff.
Well, and you just said it, and Robbie K, kind of a chip off the block from someone like a superstar Sean Davis.
Getting in the old blob. Sorry, I know I shouldn't say things like that.
Gut wrench. Wheezy T thrown across the ring by Daniel Lacey. A pinfall, 2 count only. Wheezy definitely in trouble. Lacey again. Look at the strength, the elevation on the suplex. Beautiful delivery there. And now the pinfall. 2 count only, but you can see Logan Cruz even for a moment thought he needed to come out. Lacey is in control, Francisco.
If Lacey was smart here, he would keep him off his feet. There's no reason to pick him up to put him back down. He outweighs him by a good 40, 50 pounds. Keep him down, lean on him, make him fight for every breath instead of picking him up to put him back down. It could be a mistake. In my opinion, it's a complete mistake on his part.
Your Cruz trying to will the WWN faithful and help Wheezy T. The whole building coming alive in the WWN WrestlePlex, but Daniel Lacey's strength on display. Good God, pinfall. No. Logan Cruz barely, and I mean barely, just saves things for the Gifted.
A nanosecond too late, this match would be over.
Here's the tag. Blake Banks now coming in. Wealth of Wrestling, they're looking darn good right now. And hit that elbow, tandem backbreaker, pinfall. No, Wheezy T just kicks out. But I gotta say it, Francisco, and you heard it from Robbie K earlier on. Bottom line was, it was here in the Proving Ground, and yes, if you look at the asterisk next to the win in the record books, well, Robbie K got involved, but our current ECW Tag Team Champions have lost to Wealth of Wrestling. Now, mind you, Wealth of Wrestling have also lost to the Rapture, but that's not what matters to Wealth of Wrestling. What's on their mind is they want a Tag Team Championship opportunity, and you gotta think a win here tonight puts them closer to that contention.
Every step you get closer to that title shot is a feather in your cap.
Banks, what an offensive here. You see Lacey jaw-jacking. Robbie K's got to be happy outside of the ring.
Not often I see a move like that, like the sling blade. I bet you didn't know I knew the name of that move. The sling blade, that's enough to take anybody out. Again, a lot of mistakes being made. As much as good as these kids are, nobody's going. They need to go for more covers in the right places in order to win these matches.
Oh, Banks misses Wheezy. Wheezy now tagging Logan Cruz. We're back in control here for the Gifted. Lacey now caught. Cruz now springboard into that drop kick. Beautiful spine buster as well. Yeah, there's the pinfall. 2 count only. I'm telling you right now, the Gifted are one of those teams you cannot judge this book by the cover.
It's that old saying, don't sleep on them.
Absolutely.
Don't sleep on the Gifted. These kids are going to go places, I'm telling you.
The big dive there by Wheezy T. Cruz now directing traffic. Wheezy heading to the top. Blake Banks in trouble. Daniel Lacey trying to get in there to stop Wheezy, and he does. And again, Francisco, you're seeing why it's the unit that wins, and right now, beautiful.
It's a numbers game, Trevin. I mean, it doesn't take a blind man to see.
Oh, but Banks.
Their manager is having a hand in everything that's going on here.
Yeah, the red lightning bomb there that Logan Cruz had hit. Should have been enough. Blake Banks broke it up, and of course now Wheezy T taking out Banks, and we find ourselves here in a bit of a stalemate.
All 4 guys down. The referee's going to get the count here. Somebody's got to get to their feet or this match is over. And a match ending like this doesn't do anything for either one of these teams. It doesn't move them up one bit.
Well, you see Wheezy is asking for that inhaler.
Come on, Charles. That's right there. That is the exact thing that I was talking about. Shades of guys like Sean Davis. And I hate to keep bringing up his name, but it's a numbers game. So they're not just facing these 2 guys. They're facing the manager too. It's 3 on 2. Makes me sick.
A Wealth of Wrestling, Blake Banks, pinfall. They got him.
Here are your winners, Blake Banks, Daniel Lacey, the Wealth of Wrestling.
You just said it. Another night where Robbie K worked his weight in gold. You had Wheezy T looking for the inhaler. No inhaler, instead hit by Robbie K, that distraction. You got Logan Cruz suddenly isolated. Again, 2-on-1. Wealth of Wrestling, tandem offense, victorious tonight. You got to think they're going to keep making the case for wanting an ACW Tag Team Championship opportunity. And again, it's the record books, man. They won. Hook or by crook.
A W is a W is a W. And speaking of crooks, I wonder how much Robbie K had to pay Sean Davis for the textbook that he provided this kid, doing the same exact things that he's done all these years.
Again, great showing here by the Gifted. For sure not the last time we're going to see these guys in the Proving Ground. Which, by the way, we appreciate you joining us here for WWN Proving Ground.
We are the Gifted.
Tonight may not have gone the way that we expected it to, but that's okay. You see, we still got smiles on our faces because we know that that's what this is all about.
That's right.
Hot, young talent, people coming from all over to try and prove their worth. And tonight, in the WWN Proving Ground, we proved that Wheezy and I, when we are on the same page, that when we work together, we are one of the most cohesive units that this roster has to offer.
Say it again.
You see, Robbie K got involved, I got pinned in the middle of the ring, but that's okay. Because we only look forward to the future. We don't lose, we learn.
That's right.
We are here to make an impact. With a tongue of silver and hands of stone, I am Logan Cruz, and this is the one and only Puff Daddy of pro wrestling. We look forward to the future, and WWN, your future belongs to the Gifted.
Gentlemen, I am Robbie K, and I represent world famous Daniel Lacey and the trust fund kid Blake Banks. Wealth of Wrestling. Tonight at ACW Proving Ground, another easy victory for us. Just like we do every single time we're out there, we get the W and we go home and party. And tonight's not going to be any different. You are looking at the hottest tag team in Florida, and you are looking at future ACW Tag Team Champions, because when you sign with Robbie K, you go all the way.
Introducing next.
That was a Jersey, New York joke, by the way, for those who didn't get it.
USA Women's
#1 contender? Well, she's got the opportunity, excuse me. Can she become the #1 contender?
That's the question.
Triple threat rules are a bit unique. Not surprisingly, WWN faithful behind Sofi Castillo here. Sofia Castillo.
Sofi Castillo.
Could it be a temporary alliance here? Allie, Recks, and Rahne Victoria going after Sofia. Sofia trying to fight off both ladies. Castillo there goes for the double clothesline, instead hits the drop kick, one boot for each woman. Sofi standing tall, but I was about to say, Francisco, triple threat rules. Beautiful attack with those legs, a spinning heel, but you're seeing it. She has to fight 2 women at once right now. Beautiful knee. Yes, it's every woman for herself. Pinfall as Allie Recks breaks it up, but this is the situation. How do you finally get that pin?
Well, you know, you get hit from...
This could be it. This could be it. No.
She almost got that #1 contendership. 45 seconds.
Wow. Tandem legs, and that was I was gonna say that was a bit of an awkward high 5 or high 10, but at least
very awkward. It was definitely not shades of Bret Hart and Bad News Brown from WrestleMania 4 Battle Royal. Definitely nothing even close to that.
wow. Rahne Victoria also, we've seen her. Well, you just heard it. So not only has the Empress of Evil been a part of the World Wrestling Network in Shine Wrestling, heck, she even participated in our WWN recruitment camp, part of the Do or Die Showcase. Stood out enough. That's how she got those Shine opportunities. Allie Recks with the forearm, and I almost wonder if this is a case of anything you can do, I can do better at the cost of Sofia Castillo.
Well, you have to ask yourself, how long can Sofia go 2-on-1? How long can she withstand that? Does she have the wherewithal to do it?
Castillo catching herself on the ropes, continuing to fight off Rahne, to fight off Recks, but no, Recks catching her.
That just answered your question from before. You know, you get hit from 10 different angles. You know, how do you combat that? Oh!
Wow.
Better than me.
Absolutely. Double snapmare there, and heck, this Recks Victoria tandem could be a team. That's perfect.
Absolutely could. Look at that.
Yeah, Empress of Evil, wait, pinfall. Allie Recks there, indeed. That's it, only one woman can win, coming all the way across from the Midwest. What a right boot there from Rahne Victoria. You know, she has her own web series on the 01 USA YouTube called Evil Adventures in Babysitting. I kid you not, there's a full season up, another season to come, and talk about unique content.
I want to know what that's about.
Now,
I want to know what that's about.
my hunch is if you go to #1USA.com, you can find out more as Rahne Victoria now.
I'm intrigued. I'm going there right now.
No, pay attention to the match. You gotta do this first. Victoria misses Allie Recks. Now Recks, who's had a bit of an attitude change in the last couple months, hit with the forearm there.
And hair color change too.
Return fire, both ladies. You've seen aggression from Allie Recks. You've seen it from Rahne Victoria, but
Sofia, Babo.
Taken out both ladies with a crossbody of Sofia Castillo. And I'm telling you, you used this term earlier, don't sleep on your opponent. And that's the truth here too. If these two veterans in Rahne Victoria and Allie Recks take their eyes off the young Sofia Castillo, well, you're gonna be looking at a #1 contender named Sofia Castillo.
100%. I've followed Sofia's career for the last year and a half, and she has come a long way, and it's showing it right here.
But how about this? Ask yourself, ooh, chops in the center of the ring. In a circle here. Ooh.
Triangle chop.
You can see the chest of Allie Recks already changing color, and honestly, same with Sofia. Voice of an angel. Ooh! Savate kick taking out Rahne Victoria. I was gonna say Rahne probably has a red chest here too, trying to fight off Sofia, but Sofia's showing that fire. Castillo, not sure what she was thinking. Had the leg as the weapon, but instead Victoria saw it coming and thought she had an answer, but instead Allie Recks there. How about this? Kicks Victoria, hits a DDT for the pin. Allie Recks won!
Here's is your winner.
Well, we have our number one contender. We absolutely have our number one contender. That's it. Here she is. Allie Recks with the purple hair.
Our new number one contender, and you got to thank the ACW Women's Champion Avery Taylor watching every moment of this matchup, and I got the answer for you. It is December the 5th. WWN and ACW present Yuletide Beatings 2020. Allie Recks will get that opportunity at the ACW Women's Championship, but Rahne Victoria chasing Allie Recks, chasing her all the way. You know, Rahne Victoria has her own match to worry about.
Well, you know what? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Sophia's got, there's no shame in losing. There's nothing wrong with it. She's got to go back to the drawing board. Sophia's a hell of an athlete, hell of a performer, hell of a wrestler.
Let's say Rahne Victoria has her own match to think about it. 0-1 USA actually facing one half of the Lowlifes. Jordan Perry, of course, we saw Joey O'Reilly from the Lowlifes in action earlier on. Again, 0-1 USA. So excited to get the opportunity to host 0-1 USA on this week's WWN Proving Ground. But again, Sofia Castillo, even in defeat, what a showing tonight in this triple threat. And I'll tell you right now, you want to see more of ladies action like this? Club WWN, WWNLive.com. Every Shine Wrestling event historically. Stream them live, so much more. WWNLive.com.
Tonight went exactly as planned. I came here with a plan, and I showed up, and I executed, and I walked out of here your ACW Women's number one contender. So, that brings me to you, Avery. Speaking of, where have you been? Because as far as I'm concerned, I've been running this place for a little while now. So on December 5th, when you do, decide to show up, I'm gonna walk out of here with your belt, embarrass you, and end the reign of the forever champion.
Allie, you did it. You did it once again. Congratulations, you beat me. I acknowledge it and I congratulate you. Now you have won yourself a title defense. You have an opportunity to become the new ACW Women's Champion. That is a great responsibility. So for your next match, I wish you luck, I truly do. But just know that I am working hard and I am ready and I am prepared to take you on one-on-one for what's going to be your bout. So when I get my opportunity, be ready. Because I'm ready for you. Good luck, girls.
ACW got 'em back to the gates if you ain't in the place.